Good morning, my YouTube viewers. It is Palestine here, and I'm here this morning because although yesterday I said that I was finished giving my videos on the what happened at Mableville Elementary School when I was 6 years old, yesterday I had a recollection, so I'm going to be making another video about that particular recollection, but not today. Today I want to talk about Foster Wheeler some more. And so what I want to talk about is the case of Virginia Little versus Foster Wheeler Constructors. And so basically, Virginia Little filed a complaint under the Florida Private Sector Whistleblower Act, alleging that she was terminated after reporting sexual harassment and drug abuse in the workplace. The court ultimately granted summary judgment in favor of Foster Wheeler. And so basically, she and other people were being sexually harassed. And in addition to that, she said that they were taking drugs at work. And so she thought that if she complained to the management about what was going on, that they would do something about it. But not only did they not do anything about it, they victimized her. And I don't know exactly what they did because it didn't say what they did in all of the research that I have looked at. There was a really long court document, but I personally didn't have time to read through it all. I have a lot to do. I'm working on a project, so I didn't have time to read through it all. But she was victimized, and ultimately she was dismissed from her job. And she believed that she was dismissed because she made a complaint about sexual harassment and people doing drugs at work. And so the court dismissed the case because they said there was not enough evidence. There was a lack of evidence to prove that. And then Foster Wheeler said that they dismissed her because of her performance and because she wasn't following company policy. And they provided evidence to the reason why they dismissed her. And so basically, that's what happened, and that was like Foster Wheeler got away with it. They got away with what they did. I do believe that this woman was victimized and dismissed because she made a complaint, and the reason why I believe that is because Foster Wheeler did that to me. I'm not going to go into all the particulars about what they did, but Foster Wheeler victimized me when I made a complaint, and then ultimately, well, they let me go. They said ultimately they let me go. And so I had complained to people about the way Foster Wheeler was treating me, and I just thought for sure if I made a complaint and I said the way I was being treated, that something would be done. Well, yes, something was done. The treatment actually got worse, and I made a complaint to the police. The police didn't do anything about it because the police are in Foster Wheeler's pocket. And I made a complaint to lots of different organizations. And then finally, I made a complaint to ACAS. And when I made a complaint to ACAS, I was dismissed from my job. But the point is, this is when I was speaking to a union official for a union that I'm a member of, but I never attend any of the meetings, and I can't even remember the name of the union. It's Worldwide Workers, and the International Workers of the World, or something like that. They said that if you don't have a witness, you don't have a leg to stand on. And that's one thing that I found out. And obviously, I couldn't get anybody at Foster Wheeler to defend me, to come to my defense and support me. And that's the way it is. Like when you make a complaint, if you don't have a witness, you don't have people witnessing the event, and willing to come forward and say that they witnessed the event, then you don't have a leg to stand on. And that's one thing that I discovered. And probably this lady, Virginia Little, she thought the same thing. She just thought, well, if I make a complaint, they'll do something. Well, they did something, but they didn't do what she wanted them to do. And so this is just another example about how Foster Wheeler gets away with things. I mean, last night I was doing a lot of research on court cases with Foster Wheeler, and very few of these court cases actually get a successful resolution for the claimant. It's normally the judge's side in favor of Foster Wheeler, who is the defendant or the respondent. And the reason why is because Foster Wheeler's got a lot of money. They've got lawyers and a lot of money, and so they can fabricate evidence and they can do all kinds of things, whereas an individual person can't. An individual person doesn't have a lot of money. I remember when I lost my job at Foster Wheeler, somebody said to me that I could take them to court, but I didn't want to take them to court. And the reason why is because I was so emotionally drained after being harassed by him for officially for 6 months, harassed officially for 6 months, and unofficially a year, maybe 2 years before then, that I wasn't well enough mentally or physically to take Foster Wheeler to court. And then I was just worried that they might drag up some things about me, and I didn't want them to drag up any things about me, so I didn't take them to court. And then I found out some other things, which I'm not going to talk about in this video, and I went to Citizens Advice Bureau because I wanted to sue Foster Wheeler for slander and libel for some things that they said, which I won't talk about in this video. And I was just basically told by Citizens Advice Bureau that I would need a lot of money if I wanted to sue Foster Wheeler, which I don't have a lot of money. I have very little money, and that money has to last me the rest of my life. And I didn't want to spend that money to sue Foster Wheeler and not get a successful resolution to it. So, yeah, I do believe, even though the judge dismissed this claim by Virginia Little, I do believe that there probably was some things going on. She said they were sexually harassing her and other people. I don't know about, I don't know, maybe they were. And she says they were doing drugs at work. Maybe they were. And when she complained, they fired her. And then Foster Wheeler got out of it. They said that they fired her for other reasons, and they provided evidence of those other reasons that they fired her for. But I do believe that she thought that if she complained, they would do something, and of course they never did. And that's why I wanted to talk about this case of Virginia Little versus Foster Wheeler Constructors, because it's similar to my case, because I complained and they treated me badly the same way that they treated her. I didn't read the entire court documents because I haven't got time, but it just said that there were strange things happening at work and she was treated oddly and stuff like that. And basically, in a nutshell, that is what was done to me. So, yeah, I did too. I believed that if I made a complaint, something would be done. But yeah, something was done. I lost my job because I made a complaint. Just like this woman, Virginia Little, she lost her job. And this is an example of Foster Wheeler retaliating against its employees. And so I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video because I've discussed the case and I've got some other things that I have to do this morning. So I'm going to conclude the video. If you like my video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching my video, and tomorrow I will be discussing that incident that I can recall that happened at Mableville Elementary School when I was 6, because I think that that is relevant to what happened in my life anyway. So thank you again, and goodbye.